As rent prices continue to rise and salaries stand still, finding affordable housing here in Wisconsin is becoming less and less attainable. News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch digs deeper into the issue and takes us inside one apartment complex where these struggles are on display every day.
Over the past several weeks, I've spoken with dozens of tenants at one affordable housing complex who claim they've been forced to endure unlivable conditions and even left with nowhere to stay while their building underwent construction. In March, I took these concerns to upper management.
A lot of these was news to us.
That's Michael Snowden. He's the Senior Vice President of Community Preservation Partners, an affordable housing rehabilitation company. In 2023, CPP signed a contract with Beloit's Woodside Terrace, a community for low-income, elderly, and disabled residents, and initiated what they said would be a cost and hassle-free construction process. The reality?
I was going to really go to a shelter because I know I can get food, bath, and bed.
When I spoke with Snowden in March, he promised to address the concerns with tenants. So when another tenant reached out to me, I visited her hotel room.
I'm hurt deep down inside because I didn't have any help.
Sharday Barnes claims her hotel stay was not paid for by Woodside Terrace, but by Child Protective Services.
I think I want to do is just play with my blocks.
Who she already receives assistance from to care for her 4-year-old niece, Casey.
I was told that we was going to have places to go and they was going to give us vouchers, but I did not get anything. I didn't get a voucher.
Barnes says when she would attempt to call management for help,
and it rung, no answers.
And she isn't the only one leaving voicemails. Tenants I spoke to weeks ago expressed the same concerns.
She was saying how she's sleeping in her car, and I was like, that is ridiculous. Like, you should call somebody or do something. Like, but who do we call? Nobody answers.
I just hope and pray that we can get some answers and we can get some help.
So I got Snowden back on the phone myself, pushing for an update.
After I saw your story, I actually went out to Beloit. I want to see what the residents see every day.
Snowden told me he was disappointed with what he saw during his visit.
We need to remember that these are people's homes.
Those people's homes are hard to find in a market where supply for low-income housing does not meet demand. A report done by the National Low-Income Housing Coalition in March of 2024 found that Wisconsin is facing a shortage of available and affordable rental properties. The state would need more than 100,000 low-income properties in order for supply to meet demand. The report also found that 72% of low-income renters in Wisconsin suffer a severe cost burden, meaning they spend more than half of their income on housing costs, severely limiting budgets for food, transportation, and childcare. Of Woodside Terrace's 120 units, 116 are home to low-income, elderly, or disabled tenants, several of which told me the complex was one of their only choices when applying for affordable housing in Beloit, making the lengthy displacements even more frustrating. So I asked Snowden if he and his team implemented any new practices after his visit to Beloit.
We've instituted some policies in regard to nightly photographs from our general contractor to our construction management team and myself, just to see the condition of the units.
He claims CPP has scheduled continuous visits to the property.
I've got one of my team members going down in 2 weeks to follow up on my visit.
And as for the rest of tenant concerns,
I just don't want to be living like I'm a homeless person just because they finna upgrade my apartment.
I gave them so many chances to even make it right.
Snowden claims he and his teams are now taking individual calls daily to straighten out the mess that was left for these tenants and provide reliable, affordable, and livable housing. Reporting in Beloit, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.